Yeah, so this is how I'm spending my Sunday.
Cool. Other than that, you're just gonna set this up and then you're good to go.
This sucks. Y'all, so I know y'all seen the previous clip when I was in the Apple store. My computer crashed yesterday. And so, well, I wouldn't say it crashed. I really don't know what happened to it. It was just like, it just went blank. And I took it to Best Buy, you know, to the Geek Squad or whatever. So the guy, he pushed one button and he was like, okay, y'all should be good. Y'all should be good to go or whatever. So I'm like, okay. He was like, if it's still not working, just bring it back, but it should work. So I'm like, okay. Took it home and it still wasn't working. So we went back up there. They took it in the back. Took about 30 minutes to realize that he couldn't fix it. So he said that I had to go to Apple. Went in Apple for the very first time, and oh my gosh, it was freaking packed. I've never been in an Apple store before ever in my life, and it's only one in Jacksonville. So that's why, because I asked the girl, I'm like, are y'all always this crowded? She was like, yeah, because people drive from, you know, all around Savannah, different places like that that don't have an Apple store, and then of course Jacksonville. So it was so many people in there. So they fixed the issue. So I was so happy, because I get stressed easy, especially when it comes to like something that's gonna interrupt my workflow. I'm like, oh my gosh. We recorded a whole mukbang on Saturday, me and Tony, and it deleted. So I just did like a little recap video. Y'all please go show that video some love. It didn't get that many views. I don't know if YouTube was tripping with the notifications again. And y'all make sure that y'all turn y'all notifications on all, so that way everything I post, if you guys follow the MUKBANG channel, but on this channel as well, make sure you have your notifications on all, so that way you can get everything that I post. But I was so hurt. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, because it's kind of like a waste of money, you know what I'm saying? You spend all that money on your food and stuff, and then the video don't go right, and it's just like, so, oh snap, I done tore up my little receipt. But yeah, we recorded a whole mukbang and I couldn't post it, but it's all good. So when I get home, it's 8:33. I'm gonna record a mukbang at about noon. So I'm going to Publix right now to get a baked potato, because I'm gonna do some crab legs, some salmon, baked potato. I might do some broccoli, I'm not too sure. But I've never did, well, I have did salmon before, but not with my crab legs. So I'm gonna do that, and it should turn out pretty good. Y'all, all right, so this is what I picked up from Publix. I picked up some pineapples, broccoli, a potato, and then some green onion. And then in Publix they do sell the Florida seasoning. This is a small bag, and this is only $1.99. And yeah, that's what I got from Publix. Let me show y'all my fish. Hold on. grab it out. This is my fish. I put the seasonings and stuff on it last night, so I just had it sitting in the refrigerator. This is a really big piece. I won't finish this whole piece on camera, but I'm gonna cook all of it today. So the only thing I have to do is just pop it in the oven. I'll probably put a little bit of butter on top and then pop it in the oven, and then I have to cook my crab legs and my baked potato and my broccoli, and that's it. Okay, so I know you guys noticed that I only added garlic powder to the water, but that's just because I've told y'all before, with the Florida seasoning, you don't really need to add anything because all the seasonings and your flavors are in this. But I like to add a little bit of garlic powder and my bell pepper, and sometimes I'll add paprika, but I don't have any, so that's why I didn't add that. But I love the Florida seasoning. It's a lot of different seasonings in this. We've been using it for a very long time, but this has salt, dehydrated garlic, sugar, paprika, spices, celery, natural butter flavors, dehydrated onions, parsley flakes. That's the seafood seasoning that I recommend because I love it. It's not spicy, and you know, you can control your spice if you want to add different seasons, whatever you have in your cabinet that you would use for your spice. I'm not a big spice girl, but sometimes I do add a little bit of, it's another seafood seasoning called Slap Your Mama. Sometimes I use that, but I don't have any today, and I don't really need it because I'm just cooking two crab clusters. That's all I'm making today, so I really don't need it. It'll be fine. But yeah, that's how I season my pot. It's really, really simple. So I'm gonna just add a little bit of the paprika just for the color, but I like smoked paprika. Y'all know that's the one that I like. It tastes so good on seafood. But this is just your regular paprika, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of butter, and that just helps the seasonings and stuff stick to the seafood. So this is the butter that I use, the Smart Balance butter. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in my pot. And I'll just let this cook for a little bit. Give the bell pepper time to, you know, flavor the water, and then I'll add my crab legs in.
And these are my results.
I like to always cook my vegetables before I put my seafood in. So anytime I have like corn, potatoes, anything like that, I always cook the vegetables first. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let those cook until it's cooked to my liking. So I like my broccoli to be a little crunchy. And while my broccoli is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some green onions, and this is for my loaded baked potato. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out. So these probably were cooking for about 4 minutes. So they should be nice and crunchy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. And I'm just gonna sit them in like this little bowl here until I'm ready to plate everything. So. It looks so good. Here's my crab legs. A lot of people let theirs steam. Some cook them in the oven. I boil mine. I'm a Florida girl, and we boil ours. So I'll just let those boil for about 2 minutes, and then they'll be ready to go. Now with my potato, I'll be cooking this in the microwave. The only thing you have to do is just press potato and let it go. It takes a very long time to cook potatoes in the oven, so I just do mine in the microwave, and it tastes exactly the same. So that's how I'll be doing this today. Alright, so this should be done. Go ahead and pull these out. Alright y'all, so now that I have all of that stuff done, the only thing that I have to do now is just put my salmon in the oven and wait for my baked potato, and then I'll go ahead and plate it, show you guys what it looks like. Let me get my salmon out, because I know somebody's going to say, I want to see the salmon again. So let me get the salmon. Move some of this stuff out of the way. This is the salmon. So it has smoked paprika, because I used my last little bit last night, garlic powder and lemon pepper on top. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of butter and pop it in the oven. And this is what it looks like with the butter on top. And I'll just let this cook for about maybe 10 minutes. So I just have to watch it and see. So this is my salmon. And here's the fish. Looks really good. Still nice and moist. And I cooked this on broil. So it looks really good. Okay, so now I'm just waiting on my baked potato, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like before I record. All right, y'all, and here is my food. Crab legs, salmon, broccoli, and a baked potato. And I will see you guys on the next video.